Hello and welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. Today we're going to finish off the Rogues of Runeterra event, the Grand Heist. This is the 6.5 star, and the requirement we have left is Ionia. So you have a lot of good choices in Ionia. You have Ari, who can, at 3-star no epic relics, just destroy the enemy nexus in a couple of rounds. You have Lilia, who plays kind of like Kindred, so if you watch the Kindred video, basically the same idea. And of course we have Yasuo, who I think is one of the best champions in the game. And we're going to go ahead and use him. For relics, I'm using Tempest Blade, Guardian Angel, and Everfrost. Guardian Angel just gives you a little bit of safety, because Yasuo is actually fairly easy to remove. And we're going to want to take a synergistic champion. I don't want to burn too many rolls though. But the ideal was to find something that gave us stuns. I want the Poro King. I'm gonna take the Lux for the 1-cost mana gem, but I would have preferred like a Karma. Probably mostly Karma. And we can take Follow the Wind 1. We don't have that many rerolls left, so we can't really reroll too many more times. But even though this is only at round start, it does help us just remove more of our opponent's units as soon as Yasuo is on the board. And now we're going to be looking for stuns because we didn't find any. Obviously we don't see one here. I think pick a card is probably good enough that we don't have to spend a reroll. And here we're going to spend our reroll. So now we're just at the mercy of what the game gives us. We get no stuns. That would be really bad. So we found no stuns. So here's a question. Can we win with Yasuo without any stuns? Let's find out. We're going to start by dropping our mana gem. This round we can drop Yasuo. They didn't attack, which is weird. I think we just open attack while we can. Then we can go ahead and drop Lux. Potentially better to save that for next round, where I would have had barrier and been able to use that. But should be fine. I play Formula. Then we'll drop another mana gem. I guess we'll take 6 here. Lose Lux, which is a bit unfortunate. I predict here they're definitely going to make sand soldiers. So we're not going to be able to attack.
Blade never gets any lighter.
That was wrong. I think that was a burst speed or something. I don't even know. Shifting sands is really annoying. I feel like I have a solution here. Hacking won't win, so we still need to kind of stall a bit.
Let the light guide you.
Some things never dull. Spears ready. No cure.
The sun disk shines on us all. Nothing beats the feeling of stepping into the ring.
Each major gift.
This is my choice.
Defend Demasius magic. Ezreal! I do
The sun disk has risen, and with it, Shurima.
And we should win here. Take Harrowing Return. Plays twice, might be able to find something useful with it. And we'll cut a card. I think a lot of our cards aren't really helpful. I say that, and then I have no idea what to cut. I think Windsinger. So that went fine. We have a lot of mana, and as long as we get Yasuo on the board,
Be cautious, Kahiri. I don't know what to expect. You worry too much. I'll be fine.
he'll remove all of the enemy units over time. So
I'm telling you the way. You're all impossible.
doesn't really matter that we don't have other sources of stuns too much. But I mean, I'm definitely missing them.
Everywhere I go, the light follows.
Nothing escapes my notice. I was so careful not to create a paradox.
I can predict into another Yasuo, that'd be pretty good. And I don't. So I'm tricking again.
Got your back. Bring them
It's
home.
fine, I guess. Get our Yasuo back. It's a little late.
Gods and men end with me. What did you see in there? What did you learn?
I can say I got some very hands-on research done.
Time to get my hands dirty.
The sisters aren't the only twins anymore. Technically, we're the same person. Forget it.
Here's a situation where stuns would be really good.
I'm getting paid. What did you see in there? What did you learn?
I can say I got some very hands-on
I
research.
don't think I've ever seen those get that big. I've had really good predicts.
life and death on the blade's edge.
I've been hiding my light too long.
Yeah, we're just gonna ignore that. They have a giant board. Take Cloven Way because it has the word stun on it. Take Mana Flow, it's probably fine. Wanna go down to Smooth Soloist.
Days, my friend.
Confine and contain. Petricite protect me.
These mana gems are also blockers, which is cool.
path is like the moon, always by my side. No cure. Maybe I do have a future. I do.
And we clear the board.
Time to get my hands dirty.
Everyone
Draw
knows
blocks.
the light follows.
And remembrance here too.
No cure. Some things never dull.
Better, brighter than before. No more holding
And we're just getting rid of their units.
Charlie Horn. Times will change, but Demacia must endure.
Life and death.
So far it's been fairly straightforward, pretty simple. We did get the extra stun power on our round start, which is helping control the enemy units, but I mean that's not a difficult power to get. Can't afford Reap Essence too, so I guess we take Boarding Party. Fuses Lit is cool on a lot of champions, not so much this one. Gonna get rid of Scatterpot here. We go into the Clock Hand. We did not find our champion here, which is
I don't need
bad.
to know good from bad.
Don't have a zero cost card, so guess I'll play a Pit Professional.
better. It's about the coin.
Give me a blocker. And I also don't have a 3-cost card. So, not really sure how this whole adventure is going to go when it looks like I don't have the appropriate tools, but we'll see.
Even I, destiny waits. I do
You have a 2-cost now.
Got your back.
I also have a 4-cost. Gonna attack. Alright, the thing's dying. Made my 6-cost not a 6-cost anymore. Did not think about that. So, kind of a bad plan there. So play this coin, then follow it up with our 4-cost. I don't think our opponent attacks. I'm gonna play the barrier ahead of time.
A beacon
And play back to back. I guess attacking doesn't actually have any value. Gonna play Harrowing Return. And I think we can afford to pass. Get a time trick, a 7 cost. Which, because of the Sigil of the Storm, will become a 5 cost. I think Tough is maybe better. Nah, Fury's gotta be better. That initial burst does so much damage. And we'll take Grander Plaza. I don't know, one of those. And I'm not sure we can do enough damage to beat Ruin Runner, so we're gonna go to Honest Croupier, whose name I never learned how to pronounce. And then we'll just try to avoid creating cards, which should be fine. Play Auction. Play our mana gem.
This is justice. Track them down. You take magic. We play in build rules, son.
I go where the road takes me. Even maybe I do have a future. My kind of
In and out.
Take the open attack. Draw Plux.
Come on, me, mate.
This is Nightfall stun an enemy, so we have to Nightfall. So I am gonna give them a card here. I give them Tarkaz, which is a bit unfortunate. We get a 0 cost Tarkaz. And I did not count my mana properly, but still should be okay. I think we just attack here.
blade on purpose. What brings you here?
You know, initially I thought this guy was really easy, but the more I play it, the more I dislike it.
I've been hiding my light too long.
I'll face my fate. Your turn.
Where do you stand on cold shock? Living among something up my sleeve.
And they're basically out of cards. And I don't have a voice apparently. Fine.
Win big or die trying.
Gonna pass, let them die from no cards. Take more time trick. Champion item chest, I think. Take Colossal Hammer. Considered Shadow Totem for a while there. I think the problem with it is you'll instantly strike, and then when you strike like that, you just die and lose the bonus anyway, so it's not like doing that much for you. This guy has a lot of sarcophagus in his deck. So wouldn't be surprised if we got hit with a sarcophagus. But that just means we play more Yasuos.
The wise know better than to attempt ascension. The foolish do not have plans to fail. Everywhere I go, the light follows. Shine with me.
I don't know why they thought that was a good idea.
They must sing of our deeds. Bring him home.
Even I have good days.
Pushing my limits.
I have one more card. Probably doesn't matter.
By the light.
Feel like
Confine and
just attack next round and win the game.
Know what you're doing.
I face my fate. Your turn. I will get you.
Could take Will. I think Vampire Acceptor is a little bit better. You do take a lot of damage. I don't think it matters which shelf we take. We'll get rid of a card here. Probably Heroine Return would be my guess. As our worst card. Maybe pick a card.
quest accepted. Wait, where are we going?
Ezreal is sometimes crazy problematic, and sometimes no problem at all, so let's see which version this is.
I don't need rules to know good from bad. Villains beware.
Didn't play an 8 mana unit for free, so it's looking good for us.
I follow only one path. My own.
He also didn't Mirage his Ezreal and get 5 of them on board. All good things. Attack with Akshan, he dies, but I don't know that I care. That doubling dice only failed, or only stopped because they can only cast the spell 6 times.
Blade never gets any lighter. The dark closes in. No cure for fools. Even I have
Okay, they have terror again. I don't have a good plan for this.
What are you staring at?
Just your face hair. Face and hair. That's gotta hurt. Sure.
I also don't know when I got down to 26 hit points.
Pushing my limits.
Found my good plan.
This is justice.
Oh, probably from the claw cleans.
Firing.
Bow to the god of cloning.
Think I just pass. So I'll play this guy first. And I'm not quite dead from Sure Shot, but we're definitely getting there. And Steel Tempest this.
This is my choice.
Haseki!
There's 46 cards left, that's crazy. I have 3 hit points, so obviously if anything happens, I just lose the game.
Nothing beats the feeling of stepping into the ring.
Something like this probably loses me the game.
What are you staring at?
Just your face hair. Face and hair. Oh no.
Can't quite do 54 damage.
Even
So I managed to pull 1 stun. Thought I was gonna be able to get rid of that, but he got Spell Shield for some reason. It's just gonna have an army of thrumming swarms as well.
By the light. A beacon through the dark.
We can block for 12, block for 12, stun 1. That should be pretty good. So, Yasuo, as always, very good. Probably better if you draft anything that has the word stun on it. I did not, so we had to rely on Yasuo's champion spell in order to stun, and then also we picked up, of course, that power in the beginning, the Follow the Wind. Yeah. Where rounds start, if you have the attack token, stun the strongest enemy, which, you know, doesn't help us stay alive, but does help us clear the board, which I guess in turn helps us stay alive. But there are better powers you could have picked up that would have done a little bit more there. Ezreal was difficult, mostly because we didn't have stuns. But aside from that, was really no problem. Even like the clock hand, where we weren't playing cards, we were never threatened because we were just stunning the overwhelm unit every round. And that is it. So that is 10 champions that you can use at 3 stars with no epic relics against the Grand Heist adventure. I did it over a bunch of different accounts because I had to find accounts where I had 3 stars and no epic relics. But, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. Sometimes took getting lucky, like with the Bandle City, but you could also use a, you know, higher star champion, and that would take out a lot of the luck factor. So, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.